Now let's tackle our next icon. I'm going to go back to our HTML and I'll copy this icon and paste it in the next icon box. And I'll copy this character code here. And this is the one for the lightning bolt. And then we'll want to add a subcomponent class here so we can style this with a different background color. So again, it will be icon box dash dash, and the title here is speed, so we'll call it speed. We'll save this, go back to our Sass, and let's copy this subcomponent here, and we'll add a new one for speed. And let's grab the color from Photoshop. Again, if you don't have Photoshop, you can use the PNG file that came with the resource pack and one of the color pickers we talked about early on in the series. So I'm going to use the color picker tool to grab this hexadecimal value, and I'll go back to our editor. And again, we want to add to our palette. So I'm going to jump over to the variables and we'll add a new color called blue. We'll paste in the hex value, save it, jump back to our icon box partial, and here for the background color, we'll select blue. And if we go back to our browser and refresh, we'll see our lightning bolt. Now it looks compressed now because earlier we changed the CSS for the icons in the browser, but we didn't make those changes to our base file. So let's make those changes now. So again, the change in approach was that we would remove the side padding and we would add a fixed width, and then we would center the text in the middle. So let's start by changing the padding. Now we set it to 30 pixels, and we could convert those to REMs by using our px2rem Sass function. We'll pass 30 to it, and that's going to be the top padding. And then for the right padding, we'll have 0. And for the bottom padding, we'll have the same thing as the top padding, and then 0 for the left. For our font size, let's change that to a relative value. So we'll change this to px2rem, and then we'll pass in 40. And then we want to set a width, which again is going to be the combination of the font height, because we want the width to be the same in order to make it a square. So that'll be 40 pixels wide, and then the padding on either side. So 40 plus 30 plus 30. So that equals 100. And we'll use the px2rem to calculate that out. Again, by making the width relative will allow the user to be able to change the base font size. And then finally, we wanted to center it with text align. Let's save this, and now we have a perfect circle for our heart and for our lightning bolt.